all of a sudden, Trump wants to cut capital gains tax, and it's like perfect timing. Who would have thought, right? Right before midterms. Yet, you cannot make this stuff up. President Trump is currently weighing whether to push for capital gains tax ahead of midterms. And of course, markets are celebrating. Not just Micron. Micron obviously is being pulled up right now by the KOSPI index, which is the South Korean market that's heavily influencing a lot of these chip and memory chip stocks here in the US. But with that being said, NASDAQ market's up 0.2%, celebrating. Trust me, more than anyone, I'm all for reducing capital gains tax. But it's a simple question. Don't get offended, right? Don't get offended. I'm just holding everyone accountable, just like I would with Biden, and I didn't believe his bullshit. It's okay to call this guy out for his bullshit, right? Is this cut for capital gains tax going to happen? Is this before or after we're supposed to receive our checks from all this tariff revenue that we started making, right? Oh, wait, no, he had to pay back that tariff money. Okay, so maybe not from that. What about when our utilities were supposed to be cut in half? Wait. What about reducing our deficit, just like he campaigned on last time? Oh, wait. Okay, I know he's going to do this one. Credit card debts, credit card interest, cap it at 10%. Remember that one? Is that going to happen before this tax cut or after? Guys, come on. It's like he campaigned on not being a politician. What is he doing? Just spewing lies. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a Republican. Call bullshit for what it is. Bullshit. That's all. Just wanted to let you guys know this is ahead of midterms. Just like we've seen in the past before, he campaigns with strong promises. Has he delivered? I'll let you decide. Okay. With that being said, breaking. Iran says while the U.S. is running out of missiles, whatever. It's just Iran's production of missiles and drones is endless, and just this whole back and forth of this war can last several years. Our ballistic missiles will still land on the enemy. So Iran doesn't seem like they're backing down, although, again, supposedly Pakistan said that they're facilitating a peace deal or peace agreement, and this was the 15th time that Pakistan facilitated a peace deal. Where did I end the day? We're going to talk about the CPI data report, so don't leave, okay? So tomorrow's CPI report, very quickly. I traded Micron, and the one thing I did very good with this one today is I was very efficient with the trades I took. After that, I just left it. Within 3 hours of trading Micron, I traded both sides of it. On the 1 minute time frame, you can see a little bit more of the activity. They had strong sell-offs, strong rip-ups, strong sell-offs, strong rip-ups. If you're part of our LPP live trading session today, you would have seen some of those trades. $3,200 on the day, position fully closed. After it began to consolidate, I left it and I moved on. It did end up recovering, and I think that's great for those that bought the dip and saw the potential on a recovery. I mean, it was technically oversold, but we'll see how markets begin to react after tomorrow. The CPI data report is released. As of right now, again, just my take on it, markets are incredibly elevated, but markets are incredibly irrational. They have not sold off. They are overbought, but there is no confirmation of a pullback. Do I think that you should short the markets here? No, right? There is no confirmation of a sell-off. So do not hear what I'm not saying. Markets are overbought enough that I wouldn't use leverage and I wouldn't be aggressive at these overbought levels, knowing that downside risk is relatively pretty high. But yes, markets are irrational and bullish enough that they can continue to stay up here and continue to retest new highs, especially if this inflation report that's highly anticipated is set to actually come in lower than what was expected. For those that do not know, again, you guys have access to our economic calendar, the second link down below. You just scroll all the way to the bottom and it's provided there for you. Wednesday, August 12th, 1 hour before the markets open. Again, you guys let me know. Do you want me to go live? I'm planning to go live with my LPP team. If you want me to make it public, just get this video to over 500 likes and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Core CPI expectation to go from 2.6% down to 2.5%. They expect inflation to drop for the month of July. Overall CPI expected to go from 3.5 down to 3.4, expecting it also to drop. Again, where is this website? Even if you don't tune into our CPI report, live stream. I want you to be able to do this on your own. The official website, bls.gov/CPI. You need to be a self-sufficient trader and investor. You need to know where these websites are officially being released, and this is the site. Once it's released 1 hour before the markets open, so if you're in the East Coast, it's going to be right around 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. If you're here in Arizona or the West Coast with me, it's going to be at 5:30 a.m. So again, I will wake up, I will go live, just get this video to over 500 likes, and I'll do it for you guys. You click on PDF, you're just going to have to refresh it. This is for the month of June. Tomorrow, they're going to be reporting for the full month of July. How is this calculated? We take away the old month of July, which is a 0.2% increase, and we add the new month. If you look at the expectation for the new month, they only expect there to be a 0.1% increase. So you can see, if we add only 0.1 and remove 0.2, then again, it is expected that inflation is likely to drop. So we'll see. If it actually comes in lower than what was expected, markets could celebrate, could potentially support the case of a possible rate cut. If it comes in higher than what was expected, big surprise, markets likely to potentially drop and maybe still supports a potential rate hike in September, like what was previously anticipated before that terrible job report. With that being said, again, I'm going to be going live after with my LPP team as I trade live with them every day. If you ever want to tune on in, it's the second link in the description of this video. And you can even preview a recent live session before you actually join. Again, so you can get a taste of what it's like even before you sign up. So please make sure you watch that. If you like it, great. If not, just make sure you subscribe to the channel here on YouTube, and I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date. That is it for today. You guys let me know down in the comment section what you think about Trump's comments about all of a sudden wanting to reduce capital gains tax right before midterms. I'm sure this promise he's going to end up keeping. And again, for those that get offended because I question the president of the United States, no one cares about your opinion, right? I would question, and I've always questioned Biden, and I'm always going to question Trump if he says one thing and does the other. I don't care who we voted for, who's in power. If he is doing something or saying something and then does the opposite, again, bullshit needs to be called out for what it is, regardless of who we voted for. Okay, very simple. I hope that earned a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team. Happy Tuesday.